Hello and welcome to another Quantiply video. In this video, we are going to understand Quantiply's dynamic and fully automated trailing stop loss feature. We will also look at how to configure it in your algo settings and how to keep a track of it on your Quantiply dashboard. So let's get started. First, let's understand what dynamic trailing stop loss is. It is the automated revision of the stop loss or reducing the stop loss by bringing it closer as your trades or an individual position moves into profit. Trailing can be configured in your algo by configuring the settings X and Y, where Y is the factor by which your stop loss gets revised and X is the factor by which your trade or trades move into profit. So, by this definition, if a trade moves X percent or X points or X rupees in profit, then the stop loss would get revised or trailed by Y percent or Y points or Y rupees. These settings X and Y can be defined either in terms of percentage or points or rupees, depending on whether the stop loss is put on an individual leg or on combined premium. Let's take a simple example to understand trailing stop loss better. Say you sold a call at 100 premium with a stop loss of 50%, which makes the stop loss 150, and trailing settings where X is 10% and Y is 10%. The algo calculates X and Y in terms of points, where X is calculated as 10% of the average entry price, that is 10% of 100, which gives us 10 points, and Y is 10% of the original stop loss, that is 10% of 150, which gives us 15 points. So, if the trade were to move 10 points in profit, then the stop loss would be trailed by 15 points. So, if the price were to go to 90, then our stop loss would get revised by 15 points, which is Y, making the stop loss 135. And if the price went down again to 80, our stop loss would get revised by another 15 points, making the stop loss 120. Now that we've understood trailing stop loss, let's come over to our Quantiply dashboard and see how to configure your trailing stop loss settings. Let's create a fresh algo where we are selling a straddle. Let's give a stop loss of 50% to each leg. This here is your trailing stop loss settings in yellow font. Let's click on it. Once you click on it, you will see this pop up where you can give your X and Y settings. Let's keep X as 5 and Y as 5. For individual legs, you can configure trailing stop loss either in percentage or in points. Let's keep it percentage. And as you can read, every time the instrument moves 5% in profit, then move the stop loss by 5% in the same direction. Click save. Configure the other leg as well with the same settings. Click save. So you got trailing stop loss configured for both the legs. You can also configure one leg in points and the other leg in percentage. It is possible to have such a combination. On Quantiply, trailing stop loss can also be configured on the entire combined premium. Okay, so let's configure a combined premium stop loss. Say we select combined premium in percentage, 10%, and we set the trailing stop loss on the combined premium also in percentage. Say 1, X is 1 and Y is 1. This means that if the combined profit of the entire trade goes in 1% profit, then the stop loss will also be trailed by 1%. The trailing stop loss in combined premium can also be given in terms of rupees. So, if X were 100 and Y were 100, it means that if the entire trade went in 100 rupees profit, then the stop loss would be trailed by 100 rupees. So another important point to note here is that your stop loss on combined premium can be in percentage, whereas your trailing stop loss setting can be in MTM. and vice versa. So that sort of combination is also possible. Now coming to the last setting for your trailing stop loss is the trailing frequency interval. The default setting is 1 minute. It means that the LTP is checked every minute or at the end of every minute, that is at 60 seconds of every minute, to see whether the price has trailed by X. You can change the trailing frequency interval from 1 minute to say 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. If you select 5 minutes, it means that the trailing conditions will be checked at the end of every 5 minutes. You can also change the minutes to seconds. If you've selected 1 second, it means that the trailing conditions will be checked every second. If you've kept it at 5 seconds, it means that the trailing conditions will be checked at every 5 seconds, starting with the 5th second of the first minute. So that is it on how to configure trailing stop loss settings for your algo. Now let's take an example of a live trade and see what the trailing settings and your traded stop losses look like on your Quantiply user interface or your algo dashboard. We've got an ATM straddle here with a 50% SL on both the legs. We've configured the trailing stop loss in percentage, where X is 2 and Y is 2 for both the legs. So the average entry price is 120 and 100 for the call and put. We've got a stop loss of 50% on both the legs. So you can see that on your Quantiply dashboard. You can see the trailing settings as well. So as the trade progresses, in this particular example, we can see that both the legs are going into profit. So the call price has gone down to 117.5, which is 2% or X less than the average entry price of the call. And you can see that the SL has also trailed by 2%, which is Y from the original SL. Likewise, even the put price has reduced to 98, which is 2% or X from the average entry price, and the SL has also trailed by 2% from the original SL, which is 150. Over here you can see that the SL has become 47% for both the legs. This here is just the reverse calculation of the SL from the average entry price. This revised SL over here is shown so that it becomes easy for the trader to track as the trailing happens, because it may not be easy to keep a track of the changing SLs in price while the trade is active. So as the trade progresses further, you can see the prices have gone down further by another 2%, and even the SLs have trailed by another 2% for both the legs. And you can see that the SL has also been recalculated or reverse calculated from the average entry price. Same way, the SLs have trailed further as the prices have fallen further by X% and Y%, and you can see the changes reflecting on your Quantiply algo dashboard. Now let's look at another example of the same trade where the trailing stop loss settings are mentioned in points. You've got the same straddle with 50% SL on each leg, and you've got the trailing settings configured in points where X is 2 points and Y is 2 points for both the legs. The average entry price of the call is 120 and the put is 100, which you can see on your algo dashboard, and you can see your original SL settings and your trailing stop loss settings also. So as the trade progresses, you can see that the SLs have trailed by Y points, which is 2, as the LTP has reduced by X, which is 2 points from the average entry price for both the legs. You can also see that the SL has been revised from the original SL. The SL is showing in percentage because the original SL has been mentioned in percentage. So if you configure the original SL in points, then your revised or recalculated SL will also show in points. So as the trade progresses further, the price has reduced further by another 2 points, which is X, and the SLs have also trailed by another 2 points, which is Y. And you can also see the recalculated SL from the average entry price. Likewise, the stop losses have trailed further as the price reduced further by X points and Y points. Now let's look at an example of a trade where the stop loss and the trailing stop loss settings are given on the combined premium. On your Quantiply algo dashboard, you have configured your stop loss on the combined premium in percentage, which is 10%, and the trailing stop loss is also configured in percentage where X is 2% and Y is 2%. As soon as the trades are taken, you can see on the dashboard the average entry price. You can see your combined premium stop loss settings, combined premium stop loss, which is calculated to 1650, and you can see your trailing stop loss settings of 2% X and 2% Y as well. So as the trade progresses and goes into profit, as soon as the trade goes into 330 rupees profit, which is 2% from or 2% of the average entry premium of 16,500, you can see that the SL has also trailed by 2%, which is Y, and trailed down to 1617. You can also see the SL has been reverse calculated to 9.80% from 10%. As the trade moves further into profit by another 2% and comes to 660 rupees, you can see that the stop loss has also trailed by another 2% to 1584, which is reverse calculated to 9.60. The trade progresses further and further again into profit by another 2%, and you can see that the SL has also trailed by another 2%, which is Y, to 1551. Let's look at one last example where the trailing stop loss and the stop loss is given on the combined premium in total amount or MTM. On your dashboard, you have configured your stop loss on combined premium where the stop loss is 1000 rupees and the trailing stop loss is also mentioned in rupees where X is 200 rupees and Y is 200 rupees. As soon as the positions are taken, you can see on your dashboard the average entry price, you can see your combined premium stop loss of 1000 rupees, and you can see your trailing settings where X is 200 rupees and Y is 200 rupees. So as the trade goes into 200 rupees profit the first time, the SL is trailed from 1000 rupees to 800 rupees. The trade progresses further by another 200 rupees profit. The SL also gets trailed by another 200 rupees, which is Y, to 600. The trade progresses further into profit and gives another 200 rupees profit. The SL also gets trailed by another 200 rupees down to 400 rupees. So this is how your trailing stop loss settings and your trail stop losses will look like on your algo dashboard. We have also created this trailing stop loss calculation sheet, which will make it easier to calculate and track up to 115 iterations of trail stop losses. You can enter the average entry price, the stop loss settings and the trailing stop loss settings in cells which are highlighted in yellow. This will help you see at what prices your stop losses will get trailed, which is in this row, and what will be the revised or trailed stop losses in the blue bold font. You can download this sheet or add it to your Google Drive to access it whenever you take trades. There are 4 worksheets. The first one where you can give your stop loss settings and trailing stop loss settings in percentage. The second sheet where you can give your stop loss settings and trailing stop loss settings in points. The third sheet, you can give your stop loss settings in combined premium in percentage and your trailing stop loss on the combined premium in percentage. You can also specify the lot size and the quantity. In this row here, you've got the running P&L. So as the trade accumulates profit, your stop loss also gets trailed, and you've got the fourth sheet with stop loss settings and trailing stop loss settings in rupee terms. And of course, you can modify these sheets as per your liking. You can modify it for iron condors, butterflies, whatever option spreads you're trading, so that you can easily keep a track of your trailed stop losses. And lastly, let's summarize some important points that one needs to keep in mind while using Quantiply's dynamic trailing stop loss. The link to this summary of important points will be given in the video description below. First, configure stop loss, then configure trailing stop loss settings. It is compulsory to give stop loss to be able to give trailing stop loss settings, because trailing stop loss are just settings or logic on when and how much to trail the stop loss. So without giving the stop loss, there will not be any trailing. Don't expect stop losses to be trailed if you haven't given a stop loss. Stop loss and trailing stop loss combinations. These are the combinations that can be given for stop loss and trailing stop loss. So for individual legs, you can give stop loss in percentage and trailing stop loss also in percentage. You can also give it in points and give the trailing stop loss in points. You can give your stop loss in percentage and give trailing stop loss in points, and vice versa. Similarly, with combined premium, stop losses can be given in percentage and trailing stop loss can also be given in percentage. You can give your stop loss in MTM and trailing stop loss in MTM, or you can do a combination where your combined premium stop loss is in percentage and your trailing stop loss is in total MTM, and vice versa. Trailing frequency interval. Let's try and understand when and how often the trailing conditions are checked by the algo. Trailing conditions checking counter starts checking trailing conditions from the first second of every minute and not from the time the trailing stop loss settings were saved by the user. So for example, if you've given a trailing frequency interval of 30 seconds, the trailing conditions will be checked at the 30th second of every minute. If you have saved the trailing settings to 30 seconds on the 5th second of the minute, it will not consider the 30th second from the 5th second of the minute. It will take the 30th second of the entire minute. Similarly, if the trailing frequency interval is set to 1 minute, it will check the trailing condition at the end of the first minute or the 60th second. And trailing frequency interval if set to 10 minutes, it will check that condition at the end of the 10th minute. Modifying trailing settings in the middle of the trade. Trailing settings can be modified in the algo when the trade is active. If trailing settings are modified, then the trailing counter will be reset and will start from the original SL all over again and not from the previously trailed stop loss. For example, if the original stop loss was 150 and the stop loss had trailed to a price of 100 in the course of the trade being active, and the trailing stop loss settings were modified in the middle of the trade, then trailing will start from 150 all over again, which was the original SL, and not from 100, which was the previously trailed SL from the previous settings. Stop loss trailed incorrectly or not trailed at all. It is possible that the price is showing on the chart, but the price has not been passed to the algo in the data feed. In this case, it is possible that the stop loss may not have trailed. It is also possible that the price has been passed to the algo in the data feed, but the price is not showing up in the charts. In this case, the stop loss will get trailed. Either ways, the stop loss has been trailed correctly by the algo. Another case where the stop loss trailed incorrectly or didn't trail at all, it is possible that the data feed has gone down for a few seconds or minutes. In this case, of course, your stop loss will not get trailed when it has to. But once the data feed is back online, the stop loss will get trailed if the trailing conditions are met. Time gap between trailing conditions match and appearance on the algo dashboard. There will always be a small time delay between the time the conditions are matched and the stop loss gets trailed on in the algo on the backend, and the time the new trail stop loss shows on your algo dashboard. There could be a time delay of a few seconds, like 2 or 3 seconds sometimes, and in the best case it will reflect on the dashboard within a second. So that's it for this video on dynamic trailing stop loss by Quantiply. You can reach out to us at support@quantiply.tech if you have more questions. You can also join our Telegram group. The link to the Telegram group is shared in the video description below. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.